There's got here, and it's time to talk about the biggest dorks I'm starting to get to know here with this episode, which somehow gets crazier and crazier. The animation, the direction, the music, everything that's happening is so good, but I have to give major props, especially to the director, for the first scenes that we got there in the episode, and starting to like the chemistry between the characters way too much. So let's get into this episode and talk about it. Now, picks up from last week, focusing on the name, and I liked Ayasa's reaction. Like, she doesn't want to admit and doesn't like the naming coincidence with Kenta Kakura. He has to stop using his name. That's the conclusion to that scene there. He lost. He already lost. He lost his winner, and now he's gonna lose his name. But I like how throughout the episode she had to hold the curse at bay. But the beginning scene, she also gives him a new nickname, Okarun, because he likes the occult, kind of play on words a bit. A new rule, no more using his names. Poor guy. He can't catch a break, but he has to go along with it. And the direction felt like manga panels coming to life a bit, how that scene was directed there, the small back and forth between them, the panels, they're amazing things. The beginning scene there. After this, them having to go back, the journey was so fun. I can't stop laughing thinking of the episode. It feels like the biggest dorks, but the chemistry between them is so good. And when they reach Ayasa's home, he walks in through the torii gate and starts bursting into flames. She has to toss him in the river. There's a barrier there, the talisman. Poor guy. And when they went inside, after they removed the barrier, he can't stay separated from her. Even when she tried to change her clothes, he had to be there, but of course look away. The curse was always taking over him. She's the only thing that is holding it back. But the conversation here, like, let's actually check, and that's a very good question from Mayase. Do you still have your penis? I didn't check, poor guy. He didn't actually look at it. Show me. I really like her, how direct, how blunt she is. He checks, and it's actually gone. So he fully lost it. The turbo granny ate it. But between all of the comedy and shenanigans, bickering back and forth, them being dorks, I really like also when they're a bit more serious, and the conversation there when he was really honest with her. He always wanted a friend, and this is why he went after her in episode 1 there, and he was so desperate to actually talk, have some human connection to her. And I like how she directly dissected his entire weakness, personality there. You're always like this, stop putting yourself down, when he said he doesn't feel like he's worthy to talk to her and then can keep ignoring me, and felt guilty for putting them in this position. But I like she refused instantly and told her, a lot of people do this a lot in general in real life, like they just assume something is not gonna work out, or just assume somebody's gonna dismiss them instantly. Sometimes, sure, that happens, but sometimes it's also just in your head, or you're just jumping to conclusion. I feel like that was such an important part of the episode. All of the comedies, I'm also guilty of this. Sometimes I do it myself, or overthink things, and I'm sure a lot of you do also. So I really appreciate moments like that in so many shows. But after that cute moment, he decides to just call her, hey, you're ugly for doing this to me, just kind of in a joke way, for having his heart open so much. And they start bickering a bit. But here is where things go more horror, because somebody is at the door, this shadowy figure, and since they removed the barrier, things are gonna get insane, would be an understatement, because the entire, I don't know, property gets walled off, huge walls there. They even start bleeding. At first I was like, Ayasa's bleeding, maybe she's overusing her powers. That was my first instinct. She started having a nosebleed, but then I saw Okaran also having the same ones, and it's this big sumo alien guy that also is able to spray some poison mist. And apparently he said, you are evil, you broke the promise, and like, give me your banana organ. He wants the banana organ. Somebody, did I miss what is the banana organ? But apparently Tokarun, he's an alien, not an actual ghost, and it seems like these two are not so different from each other. Like, there could be a connection between them, ghosts and aliens, so there's something more in common between them. And I have to say, the animation, the song, the timings for them looked so good when they started fighting after Okarun made the decision to, hey, let's use the curse in our favor. If Ayase can do it, like, release partially the curse, the physical side, and still keep his mind in control. It kind of sort of works. The transformation looks really cool. He has a lot of speed. He was able to cut some of the fingers from the alien, but he's very depressed, like, very depressed over anything there. And they're still under the effects of the poison mist, but his body also can't really handle the curse, like, take all of that power being used like that. I have a feeling he's gonna get some training and getting used to it, and they're gonna need some separation or another solution, because Ayase can't be always near him, hold his curse under control. Probably gonna have to find a talisman or something in the next episode. And from what I saw from the preview, finally this hot gram I see everywhere, she's gonna show up. Remember, I haven't read the manga, I only saw trailers, pictures and things like that. I have no idea, I'm anime only, but she looked great, and I'm really curious of her personality. And from the preview, it seems like she's gonna be here next week. So during the fight, Acid gets the bright idea to kind of use sumo rules against the alien to defeat it, make it touch the ground, and they actually do it. One last transformation, Okarun breaks its knee there, and she uses the other hand to bring it down. They almost win, but that guy cheats and actually slams Ayase really hard into the walls there, and she gets mad. She doesn't like cheaters winning, and I'm paraphrasing a bit here. I really like how determined and stubborn and headstrong she is, considering the situation there. And even he, despite being so scared, is willing to do the dangerous thing, and together it feels like they're perfect for each other. The bickering, the working together, all of the shenanigans, and also the serious moments. And thanks to that, she's able to actually hold down quite strong, even use the pummeling she got in her favor to break the walls, kind of bring her outside the property a bit, to reapply the talisman for the barrier. And the alien starts bursting into flames, and it looks so cool, that black and white back and forth there. Awesome episode. I can't give enough praise how well it looked. So they finally win. It was just insanity back and forth here, but it finally catches up to them, especially with Ayase. She collapses. She did a lot, to say the least, and Okarun also, but thanks to her collapsing, he starts being fully taken over by the curse, and that's pretty much the episode ending. Now, it seems from the preview the granny is gonna step in. I'm curious how that is gonna work out, but there needs to be a solution for him to be able to control this curse or get rid of it. I don't think they're gonna get rid of it, because it seems like it's gonna be a transformation for him moving forward. But this episode just amplified the insanity, at least in different places, you know. Last episode, like, what the fuck am I watching? And this one, I'm like, okay, it's starting to make sense a bit, but I'm still really confused in a good way. This is not a complaint. I'm really liking it so far, but I'm curious where it's gonna go just after 2 episodes. And again, so much praise for the quality of the animation, art style, direction, voice acting, music, pretty much everything on the quality of the show. But I'm really curious what you guys thought about the episode, and how would you handle having your winner being stolen? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot. And you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Dandadan. We'll see you again on the next one. Bye bye.